Well, the EU's anti-terror chief is sounding the alarm over the number of young Europeans going off to the Syrian war. Hundreds of volunteers are already fighting alongside rebels and could pose a serious security threat when they return home. That's according to at least one official. RT's Tessa Arcilia now reports that Europe is increasingly worried about the terror threat brewing from within.
Syria's two-year-old conflict has already seen spillovers to neighboring countries, but now it has extended far beyond that. It's estimated that hundreds of Europeans from 14 countries, mostly young men, have joined the rebels in Syria in fighting against Bashar al-Assad. London-based International Center for the Study of Radicalization put the top figure at 600. Well, here in Antwerp, Belgium, the media coverage on the radicalization of young people has recently focused on one specific story, that of a father in search of his son. Now, Dimitri Bondik's son had joined a radical Islamist group and had gone to Syria to join the fight. But the father had gone all the way there, hoping to bring his son back.
Planes are flying overhead all the time. When we are on the street or inside a building, we hope a bomb won't drop on us. I haven't had contact with Yeyoun, but we assume he's here in Aleppo.
We spoke with Dimitri's lawyer, who's in constant contact with him, and he says the father is hell-bent on finding his 18-year-old son, Yeyoun.
We don't expect that Belgium will send an army to Syria. I think that's clear. So that's also why Dimitri Bondik was eager to go himself. He said, I want to do something for my son.
A son who started changing about 3 years ago.
The problem with Yeyoun was that at a certain moment he was influenced by some radicalists, and he made contact with some people on the street, and there was also a story about an untold love. He had a girlfriend and it didn't work out, and there were some friends that say, okay, come with us, and very slowly it started that he was really influenced and really brainwashed. That are the words of my client. He grew a beard and he started wearing other clothes, preaching for every 5 times a day, things like that. So it was a little bit awkward for a son of 15, 16 years old. So he was really under influence of radical people.
This group Yeyoun had come into contact with is Sharia for Belgium, a radical Islamist group whose leader, Fouad Belkacem, had been arrested for hate speech and calls justifying the use of violence.
There is Judgment Day. If you're a Muslim, you will go to paradise. If you're a disbeliever, you will go to hell.
Terrorism expert Claude Moniquet says the rise in radicalized youth is alarming, many of whom are easy prey.
The first question is why they convert. And usually they don't convert to make jihad. They convert because they have a problem at one moment in their life. Most of them have no clear political ideas. They go to fight because to fight. And their goal is the fight. If they don't meet a Muslim who convince them, they could be in a sect. They're trapped in the net of people who are there just for recruiting them and for convincing them that to be a good Muslim, they want to go to Syria, to Sahel, or to commit an terrorist attack here.
Authorities are paying even closer attention, with alert levels heightened, while worried family members of some youth fighting in Syria have been calling for a clampdown on radical groups. The best they can do, short of going to Syria themselves, although that may not be completely out of the question.